puts his name into the hat and see what happens. As we now have a top 15 matchup here, the lone top 15 battle of the night between Braxton Brown and Kurt Phipps.
And Kurt Phipps, a guy, Tech fall in the first match against Kent State, one of the nation's best here at that 11 spot in the 133 class, and Braxton Brown trying to get to his feet, but the strength of Kurt Phipps showing through right now.
This is one of the best matchups you'll see in the very first match of competition, early November, NCAA wrestling.
And acting head coach Tyler Smith says about Phipps, you know, his confidence is the greatest it's ever been, right? One of the staples of this Bucknell team.
Both these wrestlers in action with bonus points wins to start off the day. First, it was Kurt Phipps with a Tech Fall 16-0 win for the Bison. And then midday, it was Braxton Brown picking up a major decision win, 16-2. Barely missing out on a Tech Fall. These are two highly contested wrestlers. 1-0, and it wasn't close in their first match. Mention the confidence that they have in Phipps. See Alex Clemson right there. He knows what he has. Doesn't have to worry too much when Braxton Brown is on the mat.
But it's a tough challenge here for Brown. Kurt Phipps, a storied wrestler, as they reset here, a two-time NCAA qualifier, tied for the most team wins on Bucknell last year, and 12 career wins over nationally ranked opponents. He's looking to make it 13, but Braxton Brown has other plans.
Brown 56-25 in his career against Division I opponents. This is, again, his first full season at 133. Made the jump up mid-year last season to 133 from 125. Still able to qualify as a redshirt freshman at the 125 weight. So an NCAA experience on both sides of the mat.
And great recovery on that last sequence. Brown went for the legs and snapped right back up as soon as Phipps started to make his move to even it up here.
Stalemate is called. Both wrestlers resetting in the middle. Braxton Brown trying to take that next step up, training so much more efficiently as he's now well adjusted to the 133 weight class. This was a struggle for him last season when he found himself in these tight, low-scoring matches. He had to really find himself and seeing what it was like being a 33.
And Braxton Brown just 3 ranked wins all of last year compared to Phipps's 12. So the level of competition pretty even on both sides. Top 15 matchup. Getting good here early. Still gridlock though.
Final seconds of the first period. Both wrestlers looking at each other. And we'll reset in the middle. Warning issued to Kurt Phipps. Final seconds dumbed down, still scoreless between Braxton Brown, Kurt Phipps. Neither wrestler showing their hand in a top 15 battle at 133.
Seeing just kind of a settle-in period here, kind of like a thermostat. Not too hot, not too cold, just somewhere right in the middle.
This match gives off 72-degree type energy.
Pretty much.
Braxton Brown trying to fight for an escape point. Kurt Phipps working on top. Riding point slowly in his favor. Look at Kurt Phipps. All over Braxton Brown as he builds a base. Working on the right leg of the Bison.
And look at that wide base of Braxton Brown staying on his feet. Phipps is trying to tear it down.
Kurt Phipps trying to throw the hips back too. Clemson's got the ball block in his hand, debating a challenge. They want to say it's a call against him. Alex Clemson all the way over to the scorer's table now. 2 points awarded on the reversal for Braxton Brown. Comes after a escape as well. So now Clemson will have a discussion with the referees. As it stands, a reversal and an escape for Braxton Brown. Leads the number 15th ranked 133-pound wrestler to a 3-point advantage over Bucknell and their 11th ranked wrestler, Kurt Phipps.
Now wide base by Brown, so impactful. You're seeing here on the sidelines, assistant coach Elijah Oliver. He's worked closely with Braxton Brown and part of this lightweight group, taking him under his wing. You can see here the passion showing through. Braxton Brown up early.
Yeah, you see the two assistant coaches right there between, just on the screen was associate head coach Nick Bracetta, the new associate head coach for Maryland. And Elijah Oliver, as you mentioned, first year in his full-time position.
It looks like it's going to be a ride time check. Coach's challenge, though, on the last one.
So we'll check to see where that number would be. As it stands right now, it's 23. You see the coach, Elijah Oliver, right there with Clemson. 23 seconds of riding time in favor of Kurt Phipps. So we'll see where that stands. Braxton Brown holding the overall score advantage and still in the infancy of this match overall. It's a 3-0 Maryland lead over Bucknell after Tyler Garvin picks up his very first win by decision. As we'll adjust the riding time just down to 18 seconds. So you get a great look at it right there. And we're back with just under 70 seconds left in the second period between Braxton Brown and Kurt Phipps. Drawing at the hands, Brown throws himself back out.
These are two guys that like to play fast, light on their feet, look for Phipps to make the attacking move low.
And some of that elusiveness that you'll see. There's some elusiveness on the right leg shot. Yielding around is Brown looking for the takedown. They want to see the swipes come out. 3 points on the takedown for Brown. Bucknell can't believe it. But Brown up to 3 points on that, and a 6-1 advantage over Kurt Phipps.
What a maneuver from Braxton Brown. Down, counted out of it, and then the flip over to regain control over Phipps and signal the 3-point takedown.
Following the takedown, riding time now going into Braxton Brown's favor. It starts to count up as this second period comes towards a close. It's Kurt Phipps' turn. Build up that base with those powerful legs. So riding time up to 18 seconds in Braxton Brown's favor. And so is the scoreboard in Brown's favor after this takedown.
Get a look here at the takedown. See Brown just trying to regain the control, and right after it, here comes Clemson. Has that red block in hand, ready to throw it if something happens, but not needed. 3 points for Braxton Brown. Book it for Brown.
Yeah, Clemson thought about it for a second.
Thought about it. Had it in the hand.
Did a little behind the back with it and decided that the score looks as it should. 6-1 in favor of Braxton Brown to Maryland, who already holds a 3-0 lead over Bucknell after a decision at the 125 opening bout. Riding time into Braxton Brown's favor. But a win too, Ben, with Brown still up by 5 points.
No doubt for Brown. It's just about, measured control here, right? Not trying to do too much, but also still keeping that advantage as he builds up this riding time here. No need to get flashy. Just don't want Phipps to escape. Just want to stay in control if you're Maryland.
Brown's in the driver's seat now with a 5-point cushion, so even if Phipps can pull out a escape and then a takedown somehow in the final minute, it's still Brown who would hold a point advantage. So they'll see if Kurt Phipps can get the escape to at least make the process started here.
Two very evenly matched wrestlers. You can see Brown with the early advantage, but Phipps, number 11 in the country, can never count him out. Just under a minute, though, he's going to have to move and rack up some of these points.
That return there for Braxton Brown and the Allen, Texas native, all in the driver's seat here. Looking to start his season 2-0, both by bonus points. And a return to Phipps. Early season top 15 matchup between Bucknell and Maryland. Maryland and their coaching staff can't believe the stalemate being called and resetting in the middle.
25 seconds to go. Brown secured that riding time. Now it's at 1:52. And Clemson talking with the ref, just talking things over as Phipps takes the middle spot, and Brown will look to reset at center mat.
Discussion here again, Braxton Brown and Kurt Phipps debating to see if the stalemate should have been called. Again, this is a much better position for Phipps to be in if he wants to earn that escape point. So with Clemson a bit more animated on it, issued a warning for questioning to the Maryland bench. Just a warning though. Quick 2 points on the reversal from Kurt Phipps. All of a sudden, this is now within a takedown, and Phipps working after the whistle. Clemson not happy about it.
And the Bucknell bench very animated as well. That last play called as potentially dangerous, given that warning there.
Phipps had Brown on the back. So we're back underway for the final 12 seconds. Would need to be reversal and then up above for Phipps. But it goes down as a decision win for Braxton Brown. Some extracurriculars at the end. And Brown pulls out a decision, 2-0 to start his 2024-25